What I want to do next is actually take a look at some of the other tools that we have here. We looked at Google Docs. What I want to do next is let's add a sheet. So that is kind of like an Excel spreadsheet. Sheets is just the Google cool way of describing a spreadsheet. And because I'm adding it, I opened up the folder I shared with John and Bree. I'm adding it into that folder. And you can see create in a shared folder. The created item will have the same sharing permissions as the selected folder. So they're going to be able to see and edit this because I'm creating it in a folder that they have access to, that I said that they can edit whatever goes into it. And this will be my spreadsheet. Incidentally, you'll notice that Bree's face has actually popped up in the upper right here. That is telling me that Bree has just opened up the document that I shared with her. She's just opened up this spreadsheet. This has many of the tools you would expect from Excel. It doesn't have quite all the bells and whistles. I am not expert enough in the advanced features of Excel to accurately describe what those advanced features are or aren't. But you can see Bree just turned this column fuchsia. If I wanted to turn this column a color, I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to find this little paint bucket thingy here. And let's turn it this pretty shade of purple blue. That's actually much more neon when you have it in this kind of an expansive area. So let's say I want to organize this a little bit. I'm going to say this is the name column. And I'm going to say this is the response column. And this is the blah column. I can then go ahead and start typing in names. Amadeo, my response is hi. And I'm leaving blah blank because I don't know what to put there. I'm going to type in John. We've kind of got a little bit of an organizational system going on here, if you can call it that. Let's say that we get further along down into our document. We can no longer see what the headings are. It's actually really easy to freeze one of these rows. And the way we're going to do that is by clicking View, Freeze, one row. So now, as I scroll down, it's going to keep that first row that tells me what each of these columns is doing. It's going to keep that first row up at the top for me. Now, this has all of the same sharing functions that the first thing that we looked at had. So this I can share it with as many people as I like. I can create a shareable link. All of those same options are available here.
For advisors, this has been fantastic. Sheets, rather than Microsoft, has been so useful because, that way we can share back and forth with our advisees. If somebody's taking a portfolio, we can share it with the portfolio instructor. Our campus director likes to have access and so on. So it's really, it's just lovely. And, the fact that you can essentially share a different version every day if you need to. A student decides to change from course A to course B. Tomorrow I can update and send it back, and she knows that I know that she's changed systems. So it's really beautiful.
Actually, you did remind me of something that people often don't think about that's actually a pretty huge benefit to using something like this.